Ever since I discovered batch cooking, I haven't turned back. Batch cooking is amazing. On those days that you don't feel like cooking, all you need to do is just grab whatever you like. Plus your veggies don't go bad because they're already cooked. But then what if, like me, you don't have much space in your freezer? This is all the space I've got. That's it. So today I'm going to be making some freezer meals so that next time I don't need to cook. So karibu sana. Hi there, welcome back to Emily Wambui Busy at Home. Karibu sana. If you're new here, you can call me Em, and here I am saving you money and time in your kitchen while still affording your family healthy and delicious meals. I'm going to be making githeri and also some beans for my freezer, because if anything happens, for example, tomorrow I'm going for a wedding, and if I come back, I'll need something from my freezer because I'm not cooking after a wedding. And there's nothing right now. So if something happened, someone got sick, I got sick, yeah, we'd have to do takeout, and I don't like the chances of that. So I always have the meals I always like to have meals in my freezer. Today we ate the last of the freezer meals, which was mbaazi. So let me show you the ingredients that I have. Let's start with githeri and then do beans later. Let's do that. So I just came from the garden in the dark, you guys, the things that I do for YouTube. Anyway, but this is all that I'm going to use for my githeri. If you haven't already watched that video on githeri that saves time, I'm going to link that video in the description box below. But I wanted to show you, these are the herbs that I have in my garden. This is thyme, I have rosemary, and I have sage. So I'm going to chop this up and put them in the beginning as I cook. So I'm going to put you on time lapse as you watch me cook. So enjoy. The githeri is still going, it's on the cooker, but then I wanted to show you the things that I'm using for making beans, and then they're all going to go together so that we can save on time because mama's gotta go and sleep. Okay, what I'm using for the beans is pretty similar but not the same. So I have beans here. This is the same beans I'm going to use for the githeri. I'm going to split them. Major difference, I'm using grated zucchini and carrot. I'm using some parsley. I'm going to use only the leaves for the parsley. Don't use the stalks. The stalks don't have any flavor, but just the leaves. And then I realized I had spring onions. I also grow spring onions, so I realized I'd picked some earlier today. So I'm going to use the spring onions, and then the tippity tops, like the bottoms huku chini. Those ones I usually put together with the onions and fry them together. So that's what's here. And then some thyme. And then the difference for the spices is I'm using, this is curry powder. Let's get cooked. Batch cooking when you have a small freezer can be a bit tricky, but what I do is that I know exactly how much space I have in my freezer before I can batch cook. So that way I'm not cooking too much food and not having enough space in my freezer for it. And what that looks like is that throughout the month I will batch cook different meals, not all at the same time, but just depending on how much space I have. I'm actually curious. I'd like to know, do you batch cook? And if you do you have a big freezer for your food, or do you have a tiny freezer like mine? And if you don't mind, could you please send me pictures on my social media? I would love to see your freezer and what you store in it. Also, leave a comment down below and let me know what kind of videos would you like to see from this channel. I would be very, very interested to hear what you have to say. All right, let's get cooking.